Hi guys, I'm back for the second live stream today. So you can send in your questions whenever you're ready. As always, I'm going to do them in order. One question per person unless you're super chatting, and the super chats $1.99 or more will get answered first. They'll skip the line. I'm okay, thanks. We had an easy day at the school because we had the mad science guy come and put on a show. So it was pretty easy today. So I'm back. And we didn't get all that much snow. It snowed, well, they were saying it was going to start Sunday morning at like 11, but it really didn't. By the time I had gotten home from work, I left right away because they were also saying there was going to be a lot of travel, like a lot of people on the roads for Thanksgiving. So I left right away. I wanted to avoid traffic. There was no traffic. And I got home at about maybe 12:15, and it was just kind of raining here. And then I even had friends come over that night, and the roads were fine that night. I mean, it was like raining. But the next morning, I had one class, that was Monday, and it was starting to snow on my way in. And I did that class, but while I was teaching that class, it kind of slowed down a little bit. And then we made the decision that we were going to cancel classes for the rest of the day. So I was home after that. But then it got bad and it continued to snow. Like I got up at like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning and it was still snowing pretty hard out. I'm going to say maybe we got 4 or 5 inches. But this is early. We don't usually get snow this early. However, we do sometimes get a bizarre November snowstorm, and then it doesn't snow for like a really long time, like till the end of January. So hopefully that's what's going on. Anyhow, snow right now, it's nothing. I mean, it's enough to annoy me because Dylan likes to eat it. So sometimes he's more concerned with eating it than he is peeing on it, which annoys me. And makes everything wet and messy. All right, I babbled enough. Let me go get to these questions. Okay. Hannah, am I going to make my wish come true? Okay. You got a 70% chance that your wish comes true. If you're a fire sign, a Leo, Sagittarius, or an Aries, that goes up even higher. Demi, tell me about my soulmate. When's he coming in? What's he like? Okay, we have a million soulmates. We don't just have one. So I can tell you about the next person that's coming in, but I can't tell you that you're going to be with them forever and that it's the be all end all of relationships because I don't believe that. We have soulmates that are family members, neighbors, co-workers. We don't just have one. So let's just see who's coming in love-wise. Person that comes in out of the blue when you least expect it. I think they're going to be a fire sign, an Aries, Leo, or a Sagittarius. They're coming out of the blue when you least expect it. And you are no longer going to be feeling, if there was like fighting and betrayal in your recent past, caused you to make feel a little bit weighed down and burdened, maybe gave you a little anxiety, that's all going into the past. You're moving forward with this person. You have the Wheel of Fortune here, which means this relationship is something that's going to be fated and destined to happen. However, you also have the Six of Cups here, which means somebody from your past is coming back. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean an old flame is coming back. It could be somebody from your past shows up, like somebody that you went to elementary school with and you haven't seen them in 10 years and now your relationship may go in a different direction. Or it could also mean that it's a timing issue. An old friend shows up around the same time that you meet this fire sign and your relationship moves forward with the fire sign. Malapali, what are the feelings of the Gemini towards me now? His current energy. Okay. Well, he's feeling very balanced. He's feeling very balanced and very focused right now. If you haven't spoken to him, he comes in out of the blue. Or this is him right here, the King of Swords. And if you haven't heard from him, you could be hearing from him shortly. Overall, he's typical Gemini fashion. He feels balanced. He comes forward and then he slows down again and goes in the other direction because the Hangman is here. But I think overall, he's feeling pretty good about you. Let's see, where was I? TD wants to know who's coming towards me. Okay. You've got a water sign here and a fire sign, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer, or a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Your life is going to be transforming. So a lot of things are going to be going on around you. Be careful here that you don't hold yourself back. Somebody from your past is returning. It could be one of these signs that shows back up. Your life is, this here is more of like balance and appreciation when it has to deal with work or school. So it doesn't necessarily mean balance to your whole life. It could be, if you work, it could be the kind of thing where you get a raise and you feel more appreciated and it's more balanced. If you're in school, you may be rewarded for your hard work, but it's like being recognized for your hard work and feeling like things are in balance over in that area of your life. I think you're going to have a good couple of months coming up from now going into the first couple of months of the new year. More or less, should I wait on him or is he gone from my life? Okay. Well, my suggestion would be to never wait on anyone, which wouldn't mean, it doesn't mean that you can't, you know, still entertain the idea of being with him, but you always want to take yourself out of that idea of waiting because waiting brings more waiting. Let me see if he's gone. Is this guy still hanging around? He's not completely gone. I mean, it does show that he lacks effort. He doesn't put effort in. It shows that, you know, he kind of plays by his own rules and he doesn't really care so much about other people's feelings and he comes off really selfish. But he's not totally gone yet. He's still around. Alyssa, general reading for the year 2022. Okay. You got something destined to happen here, and you got the Wheel of Fortune. So you're going to be getting involved in something that is like a destined thing. It's not showing yet what it is, but it does show that you're going to have a lot of choices around you, and it's going to bring a lot of happiness. So something fated happens in 2022. You're no longer going to be worried. So if you've been worrying about something, that's going to go into the past. You have an Aries around you, and you have a wish. So you could end up meeting an Aries and moving forward with them romantically. They could be just a very significant person around you in 2022 at the very least. And you have the Star card here, which means whatever it is that you want or you wish for in 2022, you should get. So stay focused on your goals because you have a lot of power in that year. Oh, this is good. This one tastes like Jell-O. All right, let's go back up here to the top. Foolish heart. How does he feel about me? He feels like you have choices around you and you may not necessarily choose him. He feels like he's a little stuck. And you may have noticed recently, or you will be noticing, that he's not putting in so much effort lately. But that's going to change at some point because he goes from being very lackadaisical to pursuing you really hard and coming in out of the blue. So he may just be feeling really sorry for himself right now and not stepping forward. Or this could be something that you're going to go through in the near future. It's very interesting because I see it a lot where there's like a complete slowdown and then all of a sudden somebody, it's like they get like a kick in the butt and then they start to come forward more. I think he's kind of feeling sorry for himself, like you have choices and that you would be able to do better than him right now. Elisa, love reading for 2026. All right. General reading for 2026. Somebody who has caused you a heartbreak is going to come back and you're going to tell them to leave. That's what's going to happen in 2026. You also could be waiting on a large sum of money. Now, once you get rid of this person that shows up, you're going to have somebody coming in out of the blue that's pursuing you really, really strongly, and they're very passionate about it. It also shows happiness on all levels with the 10 of Cups, and the 6 of Pentacles would be being rewarded at work or feeling appreciated at work. It would be the kind of working relationship where you get what you give. So I think that in your work relationship in 2026, you're going to be in a good place. Sheila, what's the connection between Jeremy and myself? I'm a Scorpio and he's a Libra. Okay. Well, it looks like you have some kind of a karmic link here. So the two of you were brought together to fulfill some kind of karma, which, you know, it sounds crazy, but came in from a past life. You have somebody here who may have not been putting in as much effort as they should, but then that changes. They start to put in more effort. So it could be him. The one thing that surrounds this relationship that's a little worrisome, like I don't know if you guys are just friends or if you're involved or whatever. Either way, it doesn't matter. This is what the cards are showing. Be careful that one of you doesn't act or do something out of character or in the heat of the moment that they can't take back when the Fool is in reverse. It's spontaneity at its worst. It's not thinking before you say something or leaping without looking and then feeling very worried about it. So, or, you know, or staying up all night upset that that happened. It does look like there is a love offering coming in, so one of you may have a crush on the other. But there's some kind of a karmic thing here that needs to be fulfilled before we make it to the next life. I know that sounds crazy. Sometimes I don't even believe it either, but that's what the cards are saying. So I got to go with that. Kayla, how does Jarlin feel about me blocking him on Instagram? Okay. How's Jarlin feeling? Oh, he's pissed. He feels like he's been stabbed in the back. and there could be some sharp words between the two of you at some point. And then he may get stagnant and he may not say anything. He's pissed. Yeah, he's really not happy. Mermaid. May I get a general guidance reading? Okay, so we're going to go to this angel cards for that. Guidance reading from the angels. What do the angels and the spirits want us to know tonight for mermaid dreams? Okay. Ace of Air. Brilliant new ideas and inspiration, seeing the truth of the situation and a challenging new beginning. The Five of Air. An unwise choice. Learn what you can from this situation. Review everyone's motives. The Three of Air. Great sadness. Take time to heal. The need to forgive yourself and others. The Six of Water. Memories from your history or childhood. Issues regarding children, romanticizing the past. The Dreamer, Archangel Metatron. A leap of faith, follow your dreams. Unexpected opportunities are around you. It's pretty good. Let me go back up here. Hang on. More or less, what are my angels trying to show me with 33? I see it every day. Repeating numbers are always a symbol that the angels are around. I have a chart here. Let me see if I can tell you what, because I don't remember them off the top of my head, what the threes mean, if I can find it fast. I have a chart here someplace. I think it has something to do with the Holy Trinity. Oh boy. Let me see if I can go through this really fast. Whenever you see numbers repeating, it always has to do with the angels. Angels are watching. They're letting you know that they're around. But I have a chart. Someplace. Let's see if I can find it really fast. Oh, here it is. The threes are equilibrium. Mind, body, and spirit. Focus on all three aspects. Don't neglect one for the other when you see this number. The ones are intuition. People ask about the ones a lot too. Encourages you to keep following your spirit. You're on the right path. And if you see this, listen to your gut and your heart. But the threes are always, or repeating numbers are always angels coming in. Kayla, has Jarlin contacted me from another account? Okay, let's see. Yeah, he has. He has, and he's almost kind of embarrassed about it. Like he feels like he's being, like it's burdening him. It's weighing on his mind. Elisa, is the water sign that I'm meeting in 2020 the one that will break my heart, or the fire sign? Okay, let's see. Is there heartbreak surrounding the water sign in 2020? And I don't think it's the water sign. All right, let's ask if it's the fire sign. I mean, there's a million reasons why you could suffer from heartbreak. It doesn't have to be one of these two guys. All right, let's see. Is the fire sign going to be a heartbreaking? He doesn't show up as being heartbreaking either. If I had to choose one, I would say there would be more of a chance for the fire sign to do it than the water sign, but it's not showing strong either one right now. Mm, Searching T. How is he feeling after his breakup? Let's see. Quiet. He may be not talking much about it and just kind of dealing with it in his own way. Um, it shows that he's okay, right? Um, but he's sort of isolating himself. So that's kind of how he's dealing with it. If he's not physically isolating himself by like not going out or not doing things like that, he may be isolating himself by just not talking about it. I think he's okay. I think he kind of feels like it's for the best, even though he may be in some, pain over it. I think that he's doing okay. But I don't think he wants to talk about it. Um, Me Heck wants a general reading, okay. Okay, life changes quickly after a betrayal. So if somebody's recently betrayed your life is going to change. You're either cutting this person out of your life or somebody better is coming in. You got a water sign around you, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. It's going to think the world of you. The Empress is here, so you know what that means. Prosperity, abundance, love, money. Be careful if you don't want children because it's also the birth or conception of a child. You also could have a new job opportunity or something, a new way to make money being presented to you in the near future. Probably not until after the new year. Let's see. Where the heck was I? Oh, my doctor appointment was yesterday, and that was my blood pressure went up a little bit, so they're making me do this 24-hour pee test where I have to collect all of my urine in like this jar because they want to make sure there's no protein in it. Now, there was no protein in it yesterday, but I guess because my blood pressure went up and my blood pressure is usually good, they want to make sure. So now I'm finally drinking Gatorade because I feel like the jug is not really big enough. Like, I feel like if I was drinking my normal amount, I would be able to fill 2 of those jars in 24 hours. So anyway, that's what I've been dealing with today. Now I'm finally drinking again because I held off drinking while I had to work at the school because I wasn't going to bring the thing with me to the school. So otherwise, everything else is okay. Thanks for asking. And then tomorrow I have to drop it off in the morning. So I got somebody to cover my 6 a.m. class so I can get that done. And then I'll go to my 9 o'clock class. Um, where the hell am I? All right, just bear with me a second. I gotta find where I was. All right. Celia, what's gonna happen with me and my ex? Okay. Well, after one of you makes a decision to move forward or contact the other or whatever happens, your relationship is going to move forward quickly. There's a transformation around this relationship. I don't think this relationship is over. Here's the Aries right here. I think it may be going through something, but one of you is going to be pursuing the other pretty strong, and I think that this relationship you guys may get back together. Can't say it's going to last forever and that it's going to be a bowl of cherries, but I think there's more to come from this relationship. I don't think it's over yet. Um, oh damn! I forgot to do woo woo. Woo woo sent a super chat as my phone was, I don't know, buffering or something in the last stream. So let me just make a note. At 26:46, I answered it because I'll send her the link. She wanted to know, what does Nate think about her? 26:26, I got to remember that. Repeating numbers, I'll remember it. Nate is incredibly attracted to you. However, there is something that happened between the two of you in the past, or an opportunity that he missed that he feels very regretful of. It looks like he's either traveling across seas, or he could be changing homes, he could be moving. There's some kind of upheaval around him. But overall, he does think very highly of you. The 10 of Cups is here, which means there should be happiness surrounding both of you, and the Wheel of Fortune. So I'm not sure where you stand with him, but I think that there could be a connection here. It's not showing any love right now, but it does show that there is a connection between the two of you that's faded. So maybe we got to give this one a little bit of time. All right, let me go back up to the top. Okay, there was 26:26. This way I'll tell her. I'll comment on the, I got her email. She sent me an email. I did that one. Brianna, what progress have I made in my twin flame connection? You know, I'm not a big one on the twin flame things, especially if you're young. They say that most of us, our souls are not, we're not evolved enough to call in our twin flames. Most of us just end up in soulmate relationships. So I'm not a big, I'm not a big believer in us meeting our twin flames in this lifetime. So I don't know. Let me just take a look and see what's going on here. I wouldn't call it a twin flame. I would say that that it would be a soulmate connection. And it looks like you have choices around you. It looks like you have choices around you. Use your intuition. And you're going to be victorious after a fight. So you may have an argument with this person, and then they move forward and they start working hard on the relationship because they don't want to lose you. I think that the person could possibly be a Cancer. But like I said, I'm not a big, like when people say things like, my twin flame, like to me, the soul has to be so elevated and has had to live so many lives for us to be able to call that person in. And most of us, I don't believe that I've ever met anybody that's that highly evolved. And then when people say things like, well, where is my soulmate? We have so many soulmates. There are so many soulmates. There's not just one. I mean, we have soulmate relationships that sometimes torture us for years. There's breakups and people disappearing and people going with other people and then coming back, and it's torturous. So I'm not a good one to talk about with the twin flame thing because I don't really believe that too much. Soulmate relationships, yes, and they're usually not what they're cracked up to be. All right, let me see. Where was I? Lila wants a general reading. Okay. You got happiness around you and you have justice. So something is going to come in that's going to make you really happy. Use your intuition. So if there was a situation where you feel like you got the short end of the stick, that's going to turn around. You're going to come to a crossroads, and worry is going to go into the past. So whatever bullshit's been going on around you, not only is that going to end coming up, but you're going to see justice. So whoever it was that, I don't know, pissed you off or whatever, they're going to get theirs, which is definitely a good thing. Christina wants a love reading. Okay. Okay, after a disaster, so I don't know what's happened in the recent past, you get your wish. Don't hold yourself back. Somebody comes in here that's an air sign, a Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius. Use your intuition. You're going to come to a crossroads with this person. And this person's going to have like a love of life. They love to do spontaneous things. They're going to want to do a lot of things, spur of the moment. Don't hold yourself back because of the past crisis. Don't bring the past into the future. This is a new person. This is a new slate. And you're going to have to make a decision as to whether or not you want to be with this person. This person is going to want to be with you. And they're going to be letting you know that. All right. I got a bunch of super chats here I didn't get to yet. So let me go to the super chats. Mary Elena. Dylan, you hear that? Hubby's listening to my audio messages today. His thought. Okay. He feels like the weight of the world is on his shoulders right now, and he's feeling very heartbroken. He's not pursuing. He doesn't know what to do. He's kind of unsure of how he feels or how to move forward. He's not sure what he wants, and he's feeling very weighed down. So I don't know what you said in the voicemails, but it looks like it's weighing on him. Like he's been thinking about it and overthinking about it and thinking about it some more. Let me see. June, why do I see 444 every day and 222? Well, let me go back to that chart. I think 444 is protection. And I think 222 is being at the right place at the right time. Let me see. 222, the right one. The right place, the right time. Trust in what you want and don't think of things you don't want when you see this number. So that would be a sign to me to put out your intentions for manifestation when you see 222. 444, the protection. The universe and your spiritual guides are protecting you. Pay attention to your thoughts and your environment when you see this number. So both of them for you are suggesting that when those signs show up, you have the power of manifestation. Watch your thoughts. Um, Cade, will Gabriel communicate with me this week? Okay. You know what? I think so. And I think that there could be some sort of a creative project the two of you could be working on together. Or there could be talk about it coming up in the near future, but you got a 70% chance there's communication coming in this week. Okay, Auntie Charlie. Is there a chance for happiness with Ross or with Dor? Okay, let's ask about Ross first. Is there a chance at happiness with Ross? What you doing there, buddy? Oh, you put your head on me? Use your intuition with Ross. It's only showing me a 33% chance there's happiness. It looks like there may be a lot of fighting around the two of you. Use your intuition. Now let's ask about Dor. I get the same thing with him. I get a 33% chance with him. He looks like he could be a little bit more balanced, but there may have been a past heartbreak around him that I don't want to say that he's not totally over, but he may be a little bit tainted from that. So he may be a little bit less eager to dive in completely. I wouldn't give up on either one of these two. In fact, I think it's a great thing that you have these two as options. The more that's around you, the more that's going to come in. So I think that that's a good thing. And you guys, don't forget to check out Auntie Charlie's channel. And I posted the channel and also Cade's Etsy store in my community channel, community page. Check them out and subscribe and go through the store. They got some great crystals, and the prices are really good. Elizabeth, will I get a job in Connecticut? And would Kay be happy that I'm closer? Okay. Will you watch me shuffle the cards, buddy? I think you are gonna get a job in Connecticut. And I think that he is gonna be happy that you're closer. I really do. And I think it's going to be a good job for you too. Like, I think you're going to be making more money. Like a good opportunity overall. Where are we? Mary Elena. Question below, hubby doesn't know what to do. Answer was right on point. He doesn't know what he wants. He makes it seem like he's sorry. He loves me, but he's chosen to stay with Josie. Is it because of her pregnancy? Is he confused, or is it for other reasons? All right, let's see. It looks like he's just undecided. It's like when it comes to these things, just because somebody gets pregnant doesn't mean that they're going to be, I'm going to be in love with you forever. And in this day and age, like, you don't have to be married. You don't have to be together. You can have a child with somebody. That's not the issue. I think he's genuinely torn, and he doesn't know what to do. On one hand, he doesn't want to feel like he's abandoning the pregnancy or whatever. Um, I think that there's a lot of guilt in both areas. So I wouldn't keep talking about this. You said what you said, and I would just kind of drop it for now, and let's see what he does. The one thing that I've learned over the years is you're not going to convince somebody. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to talk somebody into getting back with you. They have to figure it out on their own. The more you talk about it and the more you push it, the further away they're going to go. So I would back away from the situation and just kind of give it some time and let him figure things out. At the end of the day, way back when in the 40s and the 50s, people had to stay together. Now people don't. Like, it's just different now, which is good, but it also complicates things because, sometimes people feel guilty or they feel like they should be somewhere. Manipulating somebody will only work for so long. Like, that's why I always say to people, how many women will contact me and they'll be like, well, I'll just get pregnant. And I'm like, listen, it's not 1930 anymore. He doesn't have to stay with you. He can give you part of his paycheck and never have to see you again. So think about that before you go down that road. And I've even had friends of mine that are like, well, I just went off the pill. And I'm like, well, that's great. Way to be deceitful. But my point is that you can manipulate somebody for a long time and you can get what you want out of them for a long time. And if that's what she's doing, it might be working for her right now. However, you can't manipulate somebody into loving you, and you can't manipulate somebody forever. Sooner or later, it's going to, and not only that, when it falls apart, it's a big disaster because everyone has a breaking point. So, I would just give this a little bit of time and see what happens. I mean, think about it. Would you really want to be with somebody that you had to manipulate them to stay with you? You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't want that. If you don't want to be here, well, then you can leave. I want to be with somebody who wants to be with me. But I had another friend who was like that. It wasn't even like in love relationships. If she felt like people didn't want her around for whatever reason, because she was kind of like, not leechy, but she was kind of like grubby, she would make a point to be there anyway. Where me, I wouldn't. If I knew you didn't want me there, I wouldn't show up. I would be embarrassed. But she felt like she was kind of sticking it to them. So I guess everybody's just different, more or less. Will I be in love relationships, and do I know this person, or is it somebody new? Okay. Is there a love relationship coming in with a new person? These two cards fell out. Transformation and the happy home. So keep that in mind. Now let's see. Is it a new person? I think it's going to be a new person. You got a water sign around you, Pisces, Scorpio, or a Cancer. I think it's going to be a new person. Danielle Price. What did my boyfriend said feel? What does my boyfriend said is his name? Feel for me? Okay. All right. How's said feeling? He's very attracted to you. He feels like your relationship is built on solid ground. He feels like he's come a long way. So I don't know if he had a recent heartbreak or in the past, or he was with somebody that was just a nightmare, because he feels much more relaxed with you. And he feels like it, this is going to sound funny. Not that he doesn't have to put in a lot of effort, but that it's not hard work. It kind of comes natural, like it's just easy. There's balance, patience, compassion surrounding this relationship. I think you have a good relationship. Chariot is here. If one of you is a Cancer, if not, it can mean that your relationship is going to move forward quickly. Alyssa, may I have spirit messages? Sure. Spirit messages. What's the matter, Dylan? You sleepy? The Knight of Water. Emotional, romantic, enthusiastic, contemplative. Falling in love or wedding proposals. The need to balance emotions. An invitation to a social event. Six of Fire. Victory. Good news is on its way. Public recognition or awards. The Two of Earth. Too much going on at once. The need to make a decision. Consider a more playful approach. You got good news coming in. That's a good thing. That's a really good thing. Okay. Auntie Charlie, what are M's current thoughts towards me? Okay. Okay, so how he feels about you. He feels you're balanced, patient, compassionate. He feels like you're warm, loving, and he feels like he's a little bit regretful or feels sorry for something that he did in the recent past. The cards urge you to use your intuition with him because you have the High Priestess here. And even though, I mean, he has a lot of respect for you and he genuinely cares about you, there's also a level of attraction here. It doesn't show that he's really working hard at this situation just yet. So use your intuition when you're dealing with this guy. Alicia, does my sister's boyfriend know I like his friend? Okay. I get a 70% chance. So if nobody's told him, he has an idea, but there would just be like his intuition. It wouldn't be like he would it would be like his intuition telling him. It wouldn't be like somebody told him for sure and he knows for sure. He may just kind of be sensing it. Let me see. All right, let me go all the way back up. Where was I? Hang on. I can only go as far back as Diane right now. Does Khaled want a commitment with me? All right, that's as far back as I can go. Okay. I get a 70% chance he does want a commitment, but you have the High Priestess here. So use your intuition when you deal with him. Lightning wants a love message. Okay. Okay, love messages. Life changes quickly. With a little bit of hard work, there's a fire sign around you. Leo, Sagittarius, or an Aries. No longer crying or feeling bad over what happens in the past, being prepared to move forward, and the end of worry. So I think somebody could be coming in right now or in the near future that's going to take your mind off of what wasn't working and take you in a different direction. Marissa, I didn't even see your question. So I know I definitely didn't do it. I didn't even see it. Twixie, is she manipulating him and trying to make him look bad? Let's see. I'm only getting a 33% chance that she's manipulating him. So the answer to your question is about a 33% chance. However, there's heartbreak, upheaval around him, and fighting. So she's doing something and causing trouble. Yeah, she's up to no good. I don't know what the story is between the two of them, but it's not looking real good. Yeah, she's either trying to make him look bad or trying to get him in trouble. Yeah, I don't trust her. Sunny Steph 635. Yeah, I didn't see a question from you. Do you have a specific question? Post it and I'll get to it as soon as I can. I'll do Shayavish in the meantime. How would the Aries react if I contacted him about us soon? I think that you would come to a crossroads with this person. It does show that he would be feeling like he didn't have a lot of power, and if he feels right now like karma has not been served, he also may be isolating himself a little bit. It wouldn't hurt to reach out to him. I think that you could reconnect with this guy. But you know what I say always, don't reach out to anyone unless you're in a good place. When you're looking at this person no differently than, it's like if you have that anxiety about it, like, oh my God, I hope he responds, don't do it. You text him when you're as confident as like if you were to text your mother. You don't text your mother and think, oh my God, maybe she doesn't want to hear from me. Right? You just text your mother. And if she doesn't respond, you text again. And you're like, what? I do it to my brother all the time. I'm like, I know the phone is in your hand, so answer me. And that's the idea of it. You don't want to have those kind of negativity or questioning feelings going out into the universe. Just like you were going to text, like I texted one of my friends. I actually texted two of my friends like on a Monday, and I didn't hear back from either of them until like Wednesday or Thursday. Not really like them, but I didn't think twice about it. I wasn't looking at the phone 5,000 times. When are they going to respond? I sent the text messages and I forgot about it because they're just my friends and it's no big deal. Lily, will my coworker, the Aquarius, go aboard to work? Okay. Yeah, I definitely think so. I think so. Um, Phantom, may have a reading on if things will change for the better. Okay. So I'm going to ask that as a yes and no question. Are things going to be changing for the better between now and the first 2 months of 2020? Yes. Not only that, or you got two aces, which is 70% chance, but you're not going to hold yourself back. So when the opportunities come in, you're going to take them. And then that's what's going to help push your life forward for the better. All right. Go back up. Well, no, you know what I think happens, Marissa? If there's too many questions, they start disappearing. That's why I always ask people to not spam the chat, because the more questions that go up, like the early ones start to disappear. And you could just repost it. I'll get to it as soon as I can. Breezy wants a general reading. Feeling a little bit stuck. You could be feeling a little bit stuck and a little bit unprepared. I don't know if you're caught in some kind of a love triangle here. There's a love triangle around you. But then you're going to come to a crossroads. So I don't know if it's going to be with the person in the love triangle, or this could be a new person that shows up. Somebody that may be pursuing you. They could be a fire sign. Especially it could be a Sagittarius or somebody very balanced. And you may choose to go with this new person. I think that if there's a love triangle around you, you're going to be looking to get out of it. I think I'm up to Sunny Steph 635. Can I get a reading on my boyfriend that has passed away? Okay, I don't channel. I'm not a medium. I don't do that. The best that I can do is I can give you spirit cards. Okay. I'm sorry for your loss. Hopefully he's in a much better place. Let's see what the spirit cards have to say. All right, Dylan. All right. All right, I'll take you 1 second. The Knight of Water, emotional, romantic, enthusiastic, contemplative. Falling in love or wedding proposals, the need to balance emotions, an invitation to a social event. The Magician, Archangel Raziel. You are ready. You have the resources or the ability to manifest them. Life is magical. So imagine if this is what he was saying to you. News of an exciting new endeavor, and use your originality and ingenuity. For the Page of Fire, you're confident, you're mischievous, you're creative, and you're outgoing. So like I said, I don't get the voices. I don't hear people talking to me, but the best I can do is the spirit cards. All right. Let me... What do you want, buddy? Let me see what he wants. What you got? What do you want? What do you want? You hungry? All right, I may have to take a break and take him OUT. What time is it? I might have to take a break and take him OUT. He's eating now, so let me see if I can get through some more of these. You have to go make pee-pee? Yeah? All right. All right. You know what? I don't really want to close off this because there's so many people that um, I haven't answered yet. So if you would bear with me, I'm just going to run him out the front door and let him pee. Come on. You want to go make pee quick? Where'd your leash go? Where's your leash? Oh, there it is. Come on, we'll go make pee first and then you can finish eating. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Okay, come on. No, don't eat in the snow. Come on. Don't eat in the snow. Dylan, relax. Come on. All right. All right, now you can finish eating. All right, go ahead, finish your food. Finish eating right here. Come on. Come on. Right there. Finish eating. All right, sorry about that. All right. Let me go back. I got some. All right. Malika. All right, the minimum is $199, but I'm going to do it because I know a lot of people don't know that yet. Because it's hard for me to keep track with where I am. How does Michael feel knowing now that he's the third party? That the third party who he chose over me cheated and ended? Ah, karma. He feels regretful. Good. Well, look, there's the breakup, and his life is not moving forward fast at all. Good, that's what he gets. Dylan, what do you want? Water? What do you want? It is for you. I need water. And the thing is that I think he knows that he got what he deserved. Good. You know what? All right. Anna, did my mom and who is deceased agree with our love life? All right, let's see. Are they in agreement with the love life? I'm I'm only getting here a 33% chance. So I'm not sold that they're in agreement. But you know what? You gotta, sometimes you gotta go through it. You know what I mean? Like they may not be happy with it, but you have to experience it. I'm not sure that they're thrilled. What's the matter? I might have to take him for a longer. I want to at least get through these super chats. And there's some people here that I haven't answered. Talia. You know what? Maybe let me get through these super chats and take him for a real WALK, and then I'll come back on, and then you guys can repost. I wish there was a way I could just pause this. General reading regarding love. Okay. All right, give me 1 second, Dylan. I'll be right with you. You got karma on your side here when it comes to love. No longer feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders, and your life transforms. You have a Sagittarius coming in, and you're going to feel very victorious. Dylan, please. 1 second, okay? 1 second. So I think over the next couple of months, if it's not a Sagittarius, the Temperance card could be showing us that you're going to meet somebody who's very well balanced, patient, compassionate, or it could just be a Sagittarius, because Temperance card is also Sagittarius. All right, so let me see here. Who else we got? I know I'll take him. I guess the PP wasn't enough. Anna, is Jay thinking of a proposal for Christmas or in 2020? Okay. You know what? He's thinking about it. I don't think it's going to be as soon as Christmas, but it's running through his mind, definitely. Brandy, was I reincarnated? Okay. I think we all have been. Yeah, you definitely were. Stars, will Patrick come visit me next year during his vacation? Oh, I missed one from June? Okay, I'll go back. I think his intentions are to come and see you on his vacation. I think you will be seeing him. All right, let me go see the one that I missed for June. Who has more feelings for me, Ethan or Troy? Okay. So when it comes to like comparing feelings, it's impossible to compare them because I mean, I can look into the connections and I will, but you know, it's like saying who do you like more, your mom or your dad? You know, it's like people love differently, they feel differently, they're capable of different things. So it's hard, you can't really weigh one against the other. I'm going to look at Ethan. What's going on here with Ethan? See, Ethan looks like he could be a little bit undecided and a little bit unprepared. But that could be his downfall. What's going on with Troy? Troy looks like he comes in more with an offering of love and the relationship moves forward fast. But like I said, you can't really compare one against the other. All right, I'm going to go take him out. If you guys give me just about, probably about 15 minutes, and I'll start a new list. So especially if you have not been answered, I want to get to those people. So make sure that you come back and the same thing. $1.99 to skip the chat. But if I haven't answered you, I really want to get to people that I haven't answered. So I'll start a new one in about 15 minutes. I'll see you guys soon. Thanks. Bye bye. Come on, let's go bye bye.